Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all safe and staying at home. I'm at my mom's place for a few weeks and so I thought I'll share with you guys all of my favorite snack recipes that I used to eat as a kid. But before we begin, if you like my content then do consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean the absolute world to me. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first recipe that we're going to see today is bread pakoda. I know a lot of mums have a lot of different recipes for this particular recipe, but I've never seen anyone prepare it the way my mom does, so I thought why not share this recipe with you guys. So for the bread pakoda, we've taken about four and a half slices of white bread. Of course you can use any kind of bread that you want. Any kind of bread is gonna taste amazing. So just break the bread into smaller pieces with your hand as shown. I don't think grinding it in a mixer would be helpful because we need a little big chunks of bread. So breaking it down with your hand would be good. So once you've broken down the bread into bite-sized pieces, transfer it to a mixing bowl. Next, we're gonna add one medium-sized onion finely chopped, about 2 tablespoons of besan, 3/4 of a spoon of chili powder or according to your spice taste. You can even add finely chopped green chilies, some salt to taste. Mix everything together so that the bread gets coated evenly with besan and chili powder. Some finely chopped coriander leaves and water. We're just going to keep adding little at a time until we get a nice dough pasty like consistency. Please add water gradually until you get the right consistency. Do not add water all at once, otherwise the batter will become too watery. So this is exactly the consistency that we're looking for. You should be able to shape the pakodas into balls like this. So that's where you stop adding water. Shape the pakodas into balls or any shape of your choice. Heat oil for frying in a kadai on medium heat, and once it's hot enough, you can add the pakodas to the oil and fry them until golden brown on all sides. Please make sure that the oil is not too hot. If the oil is extremely hot and since it's just bread, the outsides will get brown faster but the insides might not get cooked. So please make sure that the oil is medium hot and you need to keep stirring it so that the pakodas get cooked evenly on all sides. So let's fry all the pakodas in the same way. So that's it. Our super easy, quick and tasty bread pakodas are ready. As you would have seen, it hardly took us 10 minutes to whip up this whole dish. Enjoy it with some ketchup and tea and you're done for the day. So the next recipe we're going to see is ragi and dry fruits laddu. For this I've taken 1 teaspoon of ghee in a pan. Once the ghee melts, I'm going to add in 1 cup of dry fruits and nuts that I've taken. So today I've taken some almonds, some walnuts, some pumpkin seeds, some peanuts and some whole Bengal grams. You can really add any nuts and dry fruits of your choice. You can go ahead and add some pine nuts, some cashew nuts, some pistachios, anything that you want. The choices are really endless. Once the nuts have been roasting in ghee for about 2 minutes, they will turn a light golden brown, after which I'm adding in 1/3 cup of desiccated coconut. Mix them well for about 1 minute, roast them for 1 minute, and then put them on a plate to cool. Next, in the same pan, I'll be roasting half a cup of ragi flour. This is store-bought ragi flour. You don't need to roast it for too much time until it changes color or anything. You just need to roast it for about 2 minutes until it just heats up nicely. Transfer the roasted ragi flour to a mixing bowl and allow it to cool. So once the nuts have completely cooled down, transfer it to a blender jar and add in about 18 to 20 dates that I've pitted and about maybe 2 tablespoons of raisins. This is just to give the laddu a good binding texture. And of course, since dates and raisins are naturally sweet, this acts as a natural sweetener. We don't need to add any sugar on top of that. Close the lid and blend them well on pulsing mode for about 5 to 6 times, after which you will get this consistency. You will get a wet sand-like consistency, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Next, add the roasted ragi flour. Make sure that the ragi flour is completely cool before you blend it. I'll also be adding in about 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder. This is completely optional. Blend everything nicely once again and transfer the contents into the mixing bowl. And the final step is to make laddus. You can make the laddus as big or as small as you want. The size is really your choice. The quantity of the ingredients I've mentioned here will make around 12 to 15 medium-sized laddus. So if you want to make a big batch of these laddus, then you can increase the quantity of the ingredients according to your choice. So that's it. Our super tasty, easy and quick healthy laddus are ready to devour. These are super tasty, trust me. This will last you good in the refrigerator for about 5 to 6 days. So you can make it once in a week and enjoy. So the final recipe that we're going to see today is black chana vada. So for this, I've soaked about 1 cup of black chana in water for about 6 to 8 hours. So if you're going to do this in the morning, then you can soak it overnight, and if you're going to do it for the evening snacks, then you can soak it in the morning and it's going to be good. In a mixer jar, I'm adding in about 2 sprigs of curry leaves, about 4 to 5 green chilies. You can adjust the amount of green chilies according to the spice taste that you like, and a piece of ginger. Grind everything well to a coarse paste-like consistency as shown. Drain the water from the soaked chickpeas and add it to the same blender jar. Add water gradually to the blender and blend everything well to a nice vada batter like consistency. Transfer the contents to a mixing bowl. Next, add the required amount of salt and about a 1/4 teaspoon of hing or asafoetida powder. Mix everything well and our vada batter is ready. Heat enough oil in a kadai on medium flame, and once the oil is hot enough, you can start putting the vadas inside one by one. Do not crowd the kadai with too much vadas at one time. You can just add maybe 4 or 5 vadas at a time, and make sure to fry them on medium to high flame, not on extremely high flame, because again they might brown outside very quickly but they might not be cooked on the inside. So since we want to cook the vada properly on all sides, cook the vadas on medium flame until nice golden brown and crispy on the outside. Fry all the vadas similarly until they are nice crispy and golden brown on the outside and soft in the inside. So that's it, our super tasty, quick, easy and healthy black chana vadas are ready to devour. You can eat them with chutney or ketchup and they're just amazing. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did and if you liked my content, give it a big thumbs up and do share your comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell to get notified on my upcoming videos. Follow me on Instagram as well. The link is given in the description box below. Come back next week for more amazing recipes. So until then, it's bye from Pooja. Bye.